We are joined by our star of the game, presented by the Kansas Lottery, Jaime Echenique. And first, I got to ask you, okay, looked like you were hobbling just a little bit there at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
This was kind of an unusual game in that they were getting the ball to you a lot inside, but rather than scoring right away, they were having to foul to stop you, and so you had a lot of free throw opportunities.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at how many free throws I shoot today. And then one of the point of emphasis on summer, I remember Coach IB say, like, you need to a better percentage on free throw shooting, because that will be a better impact in your game, you know. So he said, I think my shooting percent from free throw last year was like 60, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I work really hard and every day to put my free throw percentage up. And then, you know, every time I go to a foul line, I know I can make it.
And look forward to going to the free throw line.
Yeah. So I know that every time they're gonna get him. We're both big, so we're gonna be a battle right then. Sometimes the ref is gonna be a call either way. So it's really good to have a big man who can make free throws, I think.
Absolutely. And, you know, the pace was fast early and at other times, and it looked like you needed a little break a couple of times, maybe even ask, but right back in pretty quickly. You end up playing 30 minutes.
Oh, no, it's because, like, you feel like my voice out. I can be with sinus and cold, and I couldn't breathe from my nose really good. And then sometimes when I was getting, like, my chest burning, it's like, you know, but I was feeling pretty good. Just I couldn't breathe really good because I couldn't breathe by my nose.
Well, it didn't affect your timing. 4 blocks again today.
Yeah.
You know, that's become an important part of your game too. You've become a real rim protector and are learning to do that really kind of late. It looks like you have really worked on your timing to where you're getting those shots late, and there's no real danger of you making contact with the shooter.
Yeah, I remember last year I was in foul trouble a lot, much of the time. And I figured out this year I can be in foul trouble like that, no more. I know how can I affect the game, and then I just want to be in the court as much time as possible. So I think one of the points of emphasis is understand when you can block a shot and when you can't, and then play with your hands up, because sometimes it's a really hard shot for them. What they're gonna do is they're just gonna throw it like a prayer and gonna hit your hand. That's gonna be a block. So.
And your stamina seems to be much better this year. What's happened from last year to this year?
Man, I did a huge workout in the summer. I went down to Houston to work out with a couple of my coaches, and I say, like, this year I'm gonna happen. I don't want to hear Coach Marshall saying that I'm not in good shape. You know? I don't want to hear that. So that's those two things. I feel like I make a huge emphasis the last summer to be more time in the game and then running more, and then I think it's getting better.
It's hard to believe only 2 home games left for you.
Oh my God, it's a heartbreak. I mean, I can't believe it. This place is so amazing. We have the best fans in the world, and then that's crazy. My college career is almost over. I feel like it was yesterday when I received that call at 11 p.m. I was in Bogota at the Capitol. I received the call. I said, like, you have a flight in 1 hour, 12 p.m. And the airport from my house, from the house that I was staying, was 1 hour away. I don't know how we make it, we make it. And then that was the turning point of all my life. My life changed so much since that call. And I feel like it was just when I received that call.
If you wouldn't have made the flight, there were a lot of us that would have volunteered to drive down and pick you up.
Oh my God, like I say, God bless. I think everything is in the right time, God's time. I'm a huge believer in everything's on the right time, and He knows better than anybody else. So I just be patient, and it's really hard when you're young and you have to be patient. You're really impatient when you're really young. You want things happen like, you know, but sometimes, like, when I'm really impatient, I just go with Him, go to His house and pray, and I know He's gonna make everything something to me, something gonna happen.
Yeah, I've got to ask you, since the team meeting where some things got aired, and certainly the last 2 games were relatively easy as it turned out. I mean, not to play all the way through, but they ended up pretty one-sided games. You guys played well together. You obviously were happy in the way you were playing again. Was this game maybe the best test so far of having to face a difficult opponent, have to grind one out, go through some adversity through the course of the game, in continuing that feeling of really being back together again?
I mean, yeah, I mean, in this conference, there is no easy games. You saw Tulane beat Cincinnati, Tulane beat Temple, 2 teams that we didn't beat. So you don't know what to expect from those teams sometimes. You just have to go to the court with the right mindset and go and kill mode, and understand that if you don't play good and you don't play hard, this team can, if their confidence go, they're gonna start feeling good about themselves and they're gonna give you a hard time. So I feel like we did really good against shutting down those teams, and I think today we respond really good against the adversity. Our confidence is going up. Everybody looks like he's enjoying, having a great time right here. So we just got building.
And feel ready to go as a team against
Exactly.
Cincinnati on Sunday then, too.
Exactly. We have to be ready, understand. Every time I think on that game, I'm like, we had it, but
Maybe it's you talked about the right time. Maybe it's your turn this time.
Let's get it this time, hopefully.
Right. Jaime, thank you. Great game tonight.